Hello friends, in this session I explained classification and prediction techniques. The information age needs to master the technique of data mining. The data were analyzed. The classification and prediction through data mining can grasp the basic trend of the development of the unknown data. Databases are rich with hidden information that can be used for intelligent decision making. Classification and prediction are two forms of data analysis that can be used to extract models describing important data, class, or to predict further data trends. Such analysis can help provide us with a better understanding of the data at large, whereas classification and prediction categorical like discrete or unordered labels. Prediction models continuous valued functions. For example, we can build a classification model to categorize bank loan application as either safe or risky, or a prediction model to predict the expenditure in dollars of potential customer on computer equipment given their income and occupations. Many classification and prediction methods have been proposed by researchers in machine learning, pattern recognition, and statistics. Most algorithms are memory reside, typically assuming a small data size. Recent data mining research has built on such work, developing scalable classification and prediction techniques capable of handling large disk descent data. So, based on this discussion, I explain classification and prediction. So first I explain formal classification and prediction definitions. Classification and prediction are two forms of data analysis. Those can be used to extract models describing importance data classes or to predict future data trends. Such analysis can help to provide us with a better understanding of the data at large. Classification predicts categories like discrete or unordered in categorical label, or we can say prediction models continuous value informations. Now, let us understand a classification of Marcel Moore, or we can say how we can identify a classification. So first one is the goal of data classification is to organize and categorize data in distinct classes. Second one is a model is first created based on the data distributions. Next one is the model is then used to classify new data. The next one is given the model, a class can be predicted for new data. The next is in general, way of saying classification is for discrete and nominal values. So this way we can identify a classification data. Now let us understand prediction as Marcel Moore. So how we can identify a prediction data? So the goal of prediction is to forecast or deduce the value of an attribute based on value of the other attributes. Next one is a model is first created based on the data distributions. Next is the model is then used to predict future or unknown values. So this way we have identified a prediction data. So Based on that, summarization of classification and predictions are: in classification is forecasting discrete value, and in prediction if forecasting continuous value. So in classification we have say we have analyzed a discrete value, and in prediction we have analyzed a continuous value. Now I explained what is classification. So in this, I explain the term with example of case where the data analysis task is classification. So the example is a bank loan officer wants to analyze the data in order to know which customer, or we can say loan applicant, are risky or which are safe. So, a marketing manager at a company needs to analyze a customer with a given profile, or we can say we have analyzed a customer record for who will buy a new computer. It is a second example. So, in both of the above example, a model or classifier is constructed to predict the categorical labels. These labels are risky or safe for loan application data, and yes or no for marketing data. So with this example, we have identified in which way a classification data are categorized. Now I explain more detail about classification. Suppose from your past data, or we can say a trend data, you can to know that your best friends like some movies, like he can like a action movie or suspense movie or thriller movie. So these are trend data of your friends past data. So now, one new movie, or we can say a test data released, and hopefully you want to know your best friends like it or not. If you strongly confirm about chance of liking that movie by your friends, you can take your friends to movie this weekend. If you clearly observe the problem, it is just whether your friend like or not like. Means we have identified a test data in which your friend can like this movie or not like. So finding solution of this type of problem is called a classification. This is because we are classifying the things in their belonging, or we can say the belongings are yes or no, or like or dislike. Keep in mind here, we are forecasting discrete value, means classification, and the other things, this classification belongs to supervised learning. This is because you are learning this from your trained data. Means with the help of trained data, we have analyzed a test data. So mostly classification is binary classification in which we have to predict whether output belongs to class 1 or class 2, or we can say class 1 is yes or class 2 is no. This is two category of two class. So we can use classification for predicting more class 2. Like suppose colors are red, green, blue, yellow or orange. Based on that we have categorized the class. So this is a simple example of classification in which we have identified a new class like movie, in which that types of movie can be categorized for your friends, or we can find out the output like this movie can like or dislike. Now I explain what is prediction. I explain this term with the example of cases where the data analysis task is predictions. Suppose the marketing manager need to predict how much a given customer will spend during a sale at this company. In this example, we are bothered to predict a numeric value. Therefore, the data analysis task is an example of numeric prediction. In this case, a model or a predictor will be constructed that predicts a continuous value functions or ordered value. Note that regression analysis is a statistical methodology that is most often used for numeric predictions. So I hope you can understand what is predictions. Now I explain with example of predictions. I have used same example which we have followed in classification. Suppose your friend past data, or we can say trend data, you come to know that your best friends like some movie like thrilling actions, and you also know how many times each particular movie seen by your friends. Now one movie, new movie, or we can say a test data released, same like above. Now you are going to find how many times this present newly released movie will your friend watch. Is it 5 times, 6 times, 10 times, or anything? If you clearly observe the problem, it is about finding the count. Sometimes you can say this as predicting the value. Keep in mind, here we are forecasting continuous value, or we can say prediction, and the other things. This prediction is also belong to supervised learning. So this is because you are learning this from your trained data. So I hope you can understand how prediction is done. So based on that, we can identify classification and prediction points like in classification, we can predict categorical class label, and classification data or construct a model based on the training set and the value, or we can say class label, in a classifying attribute and use it in classifying new data. And in prediction, we can say models continuous value function, or we can say predict unknown or missing value. So based on that, we have identified a classification and prediction data. Now I explain application of classification and prediction. So first application is credit approval application. Second one is target marketing applications. Third one is medical diagnosis applications. And fourth one is fraud detection. So in this application, we have used classification as well as predictions. Now I explain classification as a basic concepts in data mining. So first one is supervised learning, or we can say classification. So supervised learning, in this the training data, or we can say observation or measurement data, are accompanied by labels indicating the class of the observation. A new data is classified based on the training sets. Means in supervised learning, we can observe a trained data, or we can say a measurement of trained data. Based on that, we can categorize a class. Now, in unsupervised learning, or we can say it is a clustering, in that the class labels of training data is unknown. And given a set of measurements, or we can say observation, with the aim of establishing the existence of classes or cluster in the data. Means in unsupervised learning, we have create unlabels class with our trained data. Now I explain classification versus numeric predictions. So in classification, we have say predicts categorical class labels like discrete or nominal. And in classification data, or we can say construct a model based on the training set and the value, or we can say class label in a classifying attribute and uses in classifying new data. Now in numeric prediction, we have say a models, or we can say continuous value functions, or we can say predicts unknown or missing value. So typical example like credit approval or loan approval, medical diagnosis if a tumor is cancer or benign, or we can say fraud detection if a transaction is fraud, or we can say web page categories like which categories it is. So in this way we have identified classification or numeric predictions. Numeric predictions and prediction most of are same. Now I explain classification for model development. In this, a classification has two-step process. First one is model constructions, or we can say how we can construct a model for classification. For that, describing a set of predetermined class. So based on that, each tuple or sample is assumed to belong to a predefined class or determined by the class label attributes. Now, next one is the set of tuples used for model construction, or we can say it is a training set. Now, next one is the model is represented as classification rule or decision tree or mathematical formula or model uses for classifying future or unknown objects. Now, next process is estimate accuracy of the model, in which we have included the known label of the test sample is compared with the classified result from the model. Now, next one is accuracy rate is the percentage of the test set sample that are correctly classified by the model. Next one is test set is independent of training set, otherwise overfitting will occur. Now I explain building the classifier or model. In this step, we have learning steps or learning phase. In this step, the classification algorithm built the classifier. The classifier is built from the training set made up for database tuples and their association class labels. Each tuples that constitute the training set is referred to as a category or class. These tuples can also be refer to as sample, object, or data points. Now I explain first process for model constructions. See this figure. In this figure, we have learning, or we can say training data are analyzed by a classification algorithm. Here, the class label attribute is loan decision, and the learned model or classifier is represented in the form of classification rules. Like in this model, we have seen a training data. Like in the training data, labels are name, age, income, and loan decision. So how we can identify the loan decision based on the income or age? So based on that, we have generate a classification algorithm based on the training data, and that algorithm generates a different rules. Like if age is equal to youth, then loan decisions are risky. Next rules is if income is equal to high, then loan decisions are safe. Next rules are if age is equal to middle age and income is equal to low, then loan decisions are risky. This type of rules we have generated based on the training data. Now I explain second process. Second process is using the model in prediction. Using classifier for classification, in this step, the classifier is used for classification. Here, the test data is used to estimate the accuracy of classification rule. The classification rules can be applied to the new data tuples if the accuracy is considered acceptable. Like we have seen this example, like based on the test data, we have generated a classification rule. And based on the classification rule, we have identified some decision. Now, if we have new data, then how we can generate a classification rule? Like we have some name like Henry, their age is middle age and income is low. So what is the loan decision? So based on the training data, we have said that that person loan decision are risky. So this way we have construct or predict the value based on the training data. Now I explain the classification and prediction issues. The major issue in preparing the data of classification and predictions. Preparing the data involves the following activities. The first activity is data cleaning. So in data cleaning involves removing the noise and treatment of missing values. The noise is removed by applying smoothing techniques, and the problem of missing values is solved by replacing a missing value with most commonly accurate data for the attributes. So this way we can remove noise and missing data, or we can say we can clean our data. Then second phase is relevance analysis. In this, database may also have the irrelevant attributes, or we can say a correlevant analysis is used to know whether any two given attributes are related or not. Next one is data transformation and reduction. In this, the data can be transformed by any of the following methods. Next one is normalization. In this, the data is transformed using normalization. The normalization involves scaling all the value of given attributes in order to make them fall within a small specific range. Normalization is used when in the learning steps, the neural networks or the methods involving measurements are used. Next one is generalization. The data can also be transformed by generalizing. It is a higher concept. For this purpose, we can use the concept hierarchy. We can remember that the data can also be reduced by some other methods such as wavelength transformations, binning, histogram analysis, and clustering. So here I explain all the issues regarding classification and predictions. Now, next point is comparison of classification and prediction methods. Here I explain criteria of comparing the methods of classification and prediction. So first criteria is accuracy. Accuracy of classifier refer to the ability of classifier. It predicts the class labels correctly, and the accuracy of the predictor refers to how well a given predictor can guess the value of predicted attribute for a new data. Next criteria is speed. This refers to the computational cost in generating and using the classifier or predictor. Next one is robustness. It refers to the ability of classifier or predictor to make correct prediction from the given noisy data is called robustness. Next one is scalability. Means scalability refers to the ability to construct the classifier or predictor efficiency for given large amount of data. Next one is interpretability. Means it refer to what extent the classifier or predictor understand. So this is the criteria in which classification and predictions are compared. So I hope you can understand this classification and prediction techniques. So thank you friends watching this video. I hope you can understand how classification and prediction techniques are work. Thank you.